live now.
It
says I'm live.
Oh. Are you live?
Accidentally.
Are you alive?
I was about to say, are you alive?
I don't know. Depends.
Oh no.
Questionable.
Why can't I click on this? Thank you.
How are you today? Oh.
So I was gonna ask you how you're doing today.
I'm fine. How are you, though, Georgia Liver? I'm more freaked out about it than you are, and you're there.
No, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
I expected this when
You
Kemp was
expected him to
elected. I
literally
don't know.
kill
I don't
all
know.
of you? That was
Yeah. I mean, what else are you gonna do?
wonderful, amazing. I'm so.
What else would you do as governor?
Yeah, some governors would try not to kill other citizens. This governor, I mean, he's got a new way of doing things.
Hello, everybody. They're all saying hi.
I'm
good.
good. I'm just chilling.
Same.
Yes.
I haven't gotten to work at all today because my boyfriend had a law exam and he was stay at home, and he kicked me out of the office because he needed to do an exam. So I was not able to do anything all day. Oops.
Well, now you can do it.
Because I was gonna be like, a day wasted, and you guys were like, what about the stream? And I was like, oh, right, there is a thing I have to do.
It's fine. I mean, you could have just said no.
Because I canceled it. We were supposed to play yesterday, and then my friends wanted to play Catan, and I was like, that's a stupid reason. I can't cancel twice in a row and once just to play a dumb board game.
Did you
so
win?
We didn't even get to play Catan because one of my friends, her computer, she has Steam, and she couldn't do tabletop. I know, it was very sad. So we played a game called Nuts for Donuts or something. It was really stupid. Don't play Nuts for Donuts when you're expecting Catan.
So let me get this. Was there anything you said yesterday that wasn't a lie? That's my question.
Lying to us now.
It's just like,
don't call Maddie out like that.
We intended to play Catan. Or Catan.
All right, there you go.
Have you ever played Red Dragon Inn?
I saw that movie.
There's a movie?
What?
There's a movie?
Yeah, Red Dragon with Anthony Hopkins.
Red Dragon Inn.
Oh, never mind.
Word.
It's like a card game. But basically, you're like an adventurer at a tavern, and you are drinking and gambling, and if you pass out or run out of money, then you lose, and you have to be the last one standing at the end of the night with money or not passed out.
Badass.
Well, that sounds fun.
It's fun, especially when you do silly thing, because they're really silly characters. So if you do silly stuff that's like, I turn into a tree if you're like the druid character. It's fun if you've got friends you've got good banter with, or if you drink while playing. If you're a little tipsy while playing it, it's also very fun. Betrayal in House of the Hill is also fun, but that is not. Yeah, that's not when you should get tipsy while playing. Really, I've been tipsy while playing it. I can't say it improved the experience, but it was okay. I enjoy it.
I need to play Drunk Uno. That sounds fun. Now that
is Uno worth anyone's time?
Really?
Yeah.
Uno, I think Uno it ruins friendships. To be honest, it really does.
No.
No.
I feel like Uno is something like if you and your friends want to do something, but you don't want to commit for a long period of time, Uno's a good go-to.
Short and easy.
Yeah, it doesn't require a whole lot of commitment.
Fair enough.
So if you have commitment issues, go play Uno. basically is what you're saying.
I mean, you're not entirely wrong.
I know it is. Stupid Uno.
What else have I played? I've played a few random ones. I played a a game about making stained glass windows.
So relaxing.
I can't remember the name. It was really relaxing. It's like a pattern game, and you get to play with colorful dice.
Games were like that. Like the intent was just to like chill you out. You know, so many games are just.
Yeah.
You need more games.
A game I haven't received it yet, but it'll be either later this year or next year. I can't remember. It's a game called Cinder. With it's like CINDR. And it's a dragon game. I think there's also characters that aren't dragons in there for some reason, but it's mostly dragons. But the art style is really nice. I'll link it. I'll link it in Fancy Town in the YouTube thing. But it looks really nice.
Also, I really need to know. I'm so curious now. Are scalies different than furries? I would think a dragon person.
They're in the same.
Is a furry. They're the same.
They're in the same like group. I think. Like, I don't know.
Is a
I don't know much about it.
Furry or yeah, fair. You don't know much about it. It's just so interesting.
There we go. I'll link it.
Looking at this right now.
Like the art style is really, really colorful. I like it.
Very fuckable by a dragon.
Yeah, it looked neat, so I bought it. But yeah.
The art is really good on this.
Internet is crap.
Yeah.
It will not open. So, bleh.
I'm sorry.
It's fine, I'll survive, I guess. Oh, actually, it did open.
You can look at it later.
It's very cute.
What's that movie that James Bond was in? He was a dragon.
He was a dragon? Which James Bond? Oh, Dragonheart?
What?
Yeah.
No, that had Patrick Stewart. That wasn't James.
Is that what it's called?
No,
Oh, you know, I was probably thinking of Patrick Stewart.
Dragonheart.
Yeah, you're probably
I
right.
loved that movie when I was a kid.
Yeah, he cuts open his. Yeah. I watched it all the time. It was it made me weirdly uncomfortable. I don't know why.
It was super uncomfortable. I don't know. That he had to kill him to survive. Spoilers for Dragonheart.
I just remember because he had to literally cut his stomach open.
Yeah.
It was weirdly intimate. And it made me go, ugh, I don't like this.
Yeah, but I think that's why I was like fascinated by it as a kid. I was just like, oh yeah, they're exchanging hearts. This is so fucked up. You know? How when you're 6 you just like seek out things that are like weird.
Yeah.
Oi.
Also, saw that Patreon pre-release of episode 3.
What are you talking about? What
Did
release?
you not see it yet, Breezy?
No. I know this
you're
release.
being coy for the viewers.
Yeah.
No, they should know that if you are on Trible's Patreon, you get the pre-release of episodes like a week early, so that they can do that. Give her money. Well,
that's a good point.
It's like
it's there.
Roughly like 4 days, 4 or 5 days, like the average.
A few days.
Wow. I can't believe nothing becomes president.
Yeah, well, I really wanted to like politically comment, so I made some quick changes, and now Meg's the president of the United States. She's handling everything really well. So.
But you know her cabinet choices, I can't entirely agree with all of them.
Maybe they spoiled the whole episode with talk of her cabinet choices. Come on.
You're right.
Civil.
You know, I'm gonna be devil's advocate here. I don't think she'd be a good president.
What?
I don't.
You're sexist.
I think she'd be.
Whoa.
Though, I mean. You said A-list, and I was about to say, well, she doesn't have thumbs, so she can't sign anything into law.
It's true.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
She has so much working against her.
Yeah. July Squad. What is July Squad?
Talking about the Sopranos in the chat.
Yeah, I think they're talking about the birth date or something like that.
Oh,
It looks like they're doing zodiac
Wait,
signs.
why did you think it was the Sopranos and then turned out to be zodiac signs? How do you confuse those concepts?
I might have misread that.
Also, you got a $3 donation from Wolf Girl.
I sometimes have the chat open next to the animation. I should do that now so I can see when that happens. Thank you so much, Wolf Girl.
Fair warning, you can. Wow, you got a lot of. All I see is I'm Cancer. I thought they were like being bad against themselves, but you know, it's
no, they're talking about zodiac signs.
Yeah. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, I'm Cancer.
No, wait, me.
Who is the most powerful character in my pride? Like they had an all-out brawl. Who come out on top?
For sure. It's buff.
Okay.
No cheat. Like there's no rules.
Oh, including the cheater pumpkin eater. I don't know.
Yeah.
I couldn't say. Yeah.
Feather's the most powerful.
Oh,
in his current form.
Tiny little baby Feather. You can overcome anything.
And it just like comes out like Tetsuo. Like, watch this. See, like psychic powers.
Is Tribble really talking?
No. I've never spoken in my life.
No.
It's all me, baby.
He's a ventriloquist.
You
can do it across provinces.
Yeah.
Alex, do your best Tribble impression.
Someone just said they're a Leo. And that Digimon, right? That he was a lion. That's time.
I don't know. I don't remember Digimon.
Digimon was a mistake.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. That's
great.
I tried to I think they accidentally misspelled your name, but they called you Tribe of Doom, and that'd be a great fan group name.
Oh my god, if I had like a YouTube fan page, I would so want to call it the Tribe of Doom. How coding if you don't know what it's about? You'd be like, what the fuck is this called?
Right?
They like gay lions.
Welcome to the tribe.
Yeah.
Shit.
Good shit of shit. People have been calling me Tribal of Doom forever. I don't know what it is. I guess it's because Tribble's a fake word and Tribal's a real word.
Are you Tribal of Doom?
Tribble of Doom.
Tribble.
Someone just making margaritas there? What was that?
What do you mean?
What?
I heard a
Why do you only associate that with margaritas? There could be so many.
I don't know. It sounded like it. Right? I can't...
Who's drinking margaritas at 8 p.m. Eastern on a Tuesday or Wednesday? Excuse me.
You leave us alone.
I mean, I guess.
You can do anything.
I guess. Why don't you share your margarita with me, Tribble? I have a friend named Treble, and now I'm gonna mix up your two names. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you see.
Oh man.
My god, tea is so delicious.
Go ahead and get this.
It makes me cry.
Whoa, you cut off Nothing's head.
I'm sorry.
She needs that.
Oh god, she's the headless.
She already doesn't have a working leg.
Very resilient.
She needs her head too.
She'll be fine.
Spoilers.
Why am I just like this picture is not very appropriate. You take away the legs, it doesn't look.
Oh no. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about him.
You guys cannot psych me out about this.
It'll be fine. Just put her head back on and everything will be fine.
Please.
What?
Oh.
Someone asked, "What's your favorite anime, Aunt Maddie?"
Watch anime. I've seen like Death.
If it's not Cory in the House, you're wrong.
I don't know what Cory in the House is. So it would probably be Death Note because I've seen
It's not an anime. It's not an anime. That's the joke.
God damn. Does Avatar: Last Airbender count?
Foiled?
I
wouldn't, but I mean,
it's Western animated, but it's anime inspired. I consider it a Western cartoon because yeah, and the animation.
All right, well then I don't know. Death Note by default.
Did you ever watch Pokemon as a kid?
I watched some episodes, but not really consistently. I didn't have cable as a kid, so it's hard to watch anything.
Someone asked what episode you're working on.
4, baby.
Ho ho.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
About what percentage do you think you're done with it?
I'd say maybe 50% done with it. Yeah. Chugging along. I feel like we're pretty good on schedule on this one. Also trying to worry less about schedules. Because it's the apocalypse. But hopefully we'll have this one finished animation by the end of next week. And moving on to episode 5.
Hell yeah. I was reading the comments for the last stream we did, and they were really funny. I like them. There was one person, they wrote something that I would have wrote, because they were like, everyone, I'm the one who actually did this. This is mine. And I thought that was like really, really funny. So
you are always trying to steal credit for everything.
I do. It's my thing. It's what I'm good at.
You made this? I made this. What app do you use for animations?
Yeah,
Toonboom, right?
Toonboom.
It says Toonboom.
Put that in the description even.
Yeah, she did.
Because you were tired to answer it.
Yeah, the description is just the
That's
program is
literally what
Toonboom!
it
Exclamation
is.
point. Toonboom.
Thank
That's
you.
good.
Very
That's good.
direct.
But you didn't. Did you put what tablet you use in there?
God. No, I didn't.
Did you put your computer specs in there?
Those.
I need to know.
God.
Did you put your social security?
I should put that one so I can get my identity stolen. That's right.
Yeah. Yep. I'm now
Right.
Maddie.
Now I can claim your work.
No, please don't. That's it.
No. No.
Someone asked, what is your favorite color?
To the room.
Green. That's her answer. Move.
Okay.
I heard what?
Yeah, great.
Oh.
Grape?
Keep up.
That's not
Yeah.
a color.
Deal with it.
You
Move on.
madman. That
What
is
color is a grape? What color is
Did
a
it?
grape?
Purple.
A grape?
There you go.
It could be green as well.
Yeah.
It could be green
Was
as
it?
well, so
Was
you
it
have to be more
Rune described
specific.
as grape once?
Probably. That sounds like something I or someone who's ever seen Rune would say. He's purple.
He was a little purple, yeah.
Sometimes a little too purple, but no one's perfect.
It's fine. I'll just note down the errors on the wiki.
How often do you update that wiki on a weekly basis?
Not recently.
Well, to be fair, there hasn't
Okay.
been a new episode very recently.
Yeah. There hasn't been a new episode in a while. I've been doing things like working from home and my classes and D&D stuff because I'm a DM for a thing, and it's been a time. My weekends are
How
full.
dare you have such a full and
I
exciting
gotcha.
life? I'm disgusted.
It's not.
Can anyone edit the wiki?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's
You just
You
gave
shouldn't have told
Alex
me
the
that.
license to troll so hard, and no one checks the wiki, so the trolling is
But I can also
Oh.
roll back your edits and ban you.
Wow,
okay. Well,
that's pretty good
Um,
defense.
can I put a request in for the wiki then?
Sorry, I don't know.
You don't know?
I
You
don't.
don't know?
Man.
I just wanted to say, there's one real champion. It's Alex No Dip. That's all I want to say. That's it.
No, that's not related to Cal the Wild.
Yeah, but
No,
you're not even listening to me.
you're mistaken.
Oh yeah. I love school, but I hate online school.
What?
Do
This person wants to know your favorite character in My Pride.
What's your favorite character in My Pride?
So because there's only 3 episodes, well, it's text 2 release, so it's hard to gauge off that. But
I don't have to have an opinion just yet.
I'll have to think on that one. I'll get back to you by the end of the stream.
A cliffhanger.
After episode 3, probably hover.
Due to how she becomes vice president of the United States, you thought she really stepped
Yeah. The United States of the United Prides of Africa. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were criticized for changing the names of the actual African countries, but I think it was worth it.
Each pride is named after a different country. Someone said triple scream. You don't have to scream.
Scream like a witch. It'll be funny.
That's more of a cackle.
I don't know how witches scream differently
Witches
than others.
cackle. Now I just think of. I'm thinking of the. There's a book I read, and there was this witch lady, and she was eaten alive by seagulls. And I imagine her screaming as she's eaten alive by seagulls.
In the book, or like, why was that a choice that was made?
Because they were on a seaside cliff. I don't know. This was back in middle school when I actually read books.
To be young again and read.
That's isn't that that's a direct reference to that that Greek story? Because the only reason I know that is because spoiler for The Lighthouse, if anyone cares. But
I so want to see that
that's
movie.
how The Lighthouse ends.
God damn it! I don't actually. It's fine.
What? You don't even know what that means. There's no way you know it. There's no way the context.
I just wanted to yell at you.
Why do y'all?
I said spoiler. You could.
Why y'all want triple scream? Stop it.
Because my screams are beautiful.
Screaming's funny.
It's comedic gold.
Dog, it's like 9. It's like 9 p.m. It's too late to scream.
And I do have neighbors that aren't allowed to leave and have to deal with me.
I have coyotes. There's coyotes at my house sometimes.
Coyotes. There are no trees here. I have not seen a tree in forever.
One time I went to Boston and I was staying with a friend, and I looked around and I said, "There are no trees here." And she said, "What do you mean? There's a tree right there. There's some trees right there." And I looked at her very seriously and said, "You don't understand, Abby. There's no trees." As someone who grew up between would travel up to rural Georgia, there are no trees there.
Dang.
Deep. Someone just wrote, "Guys, I don't think she's gonna scream."
I hate to see them give up.
No, that person's very insightful, and I appreciate them.
Come on, squeal. No one's gonna save you now.
Is that
trees are great. They help us breathe.
Yes, that was a good call. You could catch. That was a good catch.
You live in Kansas? I'm so sorry.
No.
Actually, if anyone's from Nevada, I'm so sorry.
What's happening in Nevada?
Nothing. It's Nevada. It's just Nevada.
You said nothing.
Or am I thinking Nebraska? Nebraska's where there's nothing there.
I don't know.
Except cornfields, maybe.
Nebraska. Is that where they all talk like that? Like Minnesota?
That's actually Minnesota.
Yeah,
you just answered your own question.
Yeah, I think that's yeah, that's more.
Did they talk about Minnesota and Nebraska?
That's more heartland. Nebraska is Midwest.
So they don't have an accent?
God, that show was so insufferable.
I don't know. Nevada? Yeah. Oh, you got another donation.
From whomst?
Bluely.
Thank you,
Yes.
Yeah.
Bluey. That is very good of you. Oh, and it came with a sticker of a dog. Wait, no, that's from Wolf Girl. Wait, there's another one? Oh, Bluely just is their icon. Thanks, Bluely.
Yeah. Someone asked what your favorite animal is and said theirs is a red panda.
Those are like up there.
Oh.
They're so cute. What are your guys' favorite animals?
Oh, Jesus. Sorry, my computer yelled at me. I used to really like maned wolves because I thought they were cool
They're
looking.
very silly looking. Don't they have giant, insane legs?
Yeah. They have very long, spindly legs and very round ears, and they have bright colors.
Yeah. They're good and weird.
Mine, our favorite is also red panda. And I remember I was in Portland and I asked if they're going to the zoo and if they're going to go see red pandas, they got to text me. And there was red pandas and they didn't text me. And then some random person on the street kicked me in the back.
Well, that's a sad story.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
That had many
Yeah,
directions.
that was a roller coaster.
Yeah, so that was my day that day. I felt horrible.
Terrible.
I wanted to see the red pandas.
Pandas are the greatest.
Half gay people, where are you at? I'm pansexual. I don't know if that counts as half. Is nothing X hover canon?
Is Hunter x Hunter canon with my pride?
Oh,
That's an anime.
Stop
That's
using anime knowledge against me.
Oh dear.
Oh, Triple A, I don't know if you saw, but there was someone who asked if nothing X hover was canon, and then left this. And when they got the answer, they left the server. In the larger
That's
server.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like,
What?
alright, that's fine.
So much.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They mentioned not being being homophobic a little bit. Yes. They never said anything. They never said anything else. It was just in their introduction, and then they like asked if nothing X hover was canon, or they asked if like there was like and then they left. And I was like, okay, well, you know.
Good riddance. Peace out.
It happens.
It's like,
Yeah,
I mean,
maybe it's a coincidence.
It's like, well, I'm glad you found out before you got too invested, I guess.
And like the show only gets more gay. Like the levels of gay continue to inflate
That's
exponentially.
all I want.
Well, good. I'm glad that's what you want. But they're good to get out early if that's
so
not what they
glad.
want.
It was really cute to see when you were doing the stuff for the prides, the no mains. Like there were some people that put in like trans lines or like non-binary lines and stuff too, and that was neat. Yeah.
I think that's so cool. A lot of the crew has made like non-binary main lioness OCs, and I keep meaning to post it, and I haven't yet. But like 3 or 4 of like the animators and artists have like OCs now. It's cute.
It's real cute.
Oh. Someone's asking if Feather is a boy or a girl.
Feather is a
There you go,
meatball.
everybody.
That's true.
Oh, yes.
He's the meatiest meatball.
Do.
Do a hidden Simba. I think that you go. I think you go to prison if you do that.
Simba.
Like you hide like a Simba cameo.
No.
I think Disney would be upset.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very good.
There has been a Harold.
There has been
Harold the Frog.
I should put him again. I'm working on a scene at the watering hole now. I should put him in this scene.
That's the good place to put him.
Someone's poisoned the water hole.
It was Harold.
He's always
there.
He's always causing havoc.
Can you creepypasta one of the characters?
I don't know what creepypasta means.
It's like
It means you give them red eyes and they bleed.
Yeah, I'll do
it's
that.
like internet creepypasta is internet urban legends, like horror stories that the internet makes up, and it becomes kind of like quote unquote like urban fantasy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Internet's fun.
It was really popular in like the early 2000s or 2010s. 2010s. I was trying to think of when my friends were really into it. Yeah.
When is the show effing coming out? It's already out.
On
Well,
Patreon.
episode 3's out on the 26th.
Yeah. It's on Sunday. Do do do.
It is on Sunday.
This person had a nuanced question. Why are you so good?
It's due to a
Why are you so good?
Curse. I don't like to talk about it.
Was it a curse?
Yeah, which cursed me to make mediocre art.
I
I
don't-
never
I don't-
really like learn how to animate, but then have to animate a show. That was my witch's curse.
But the animation's
that's
really
because I have
good.
other people helping me.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
I was trying to give you their credit,
I don't
like
mean to. I
you're
don't wanna
supposed to
steal their
do as a
thunder.
director.
They are self-producing thunder. But I think the animation in episode 3 is like the best out of all of them so far. I don't know if you guys agree.
Ooh la la.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
I would.
There's a
pretty
lot more
good.
movement in that one. So you can tell I'm setting up less of the shots because I always go for like everyone's standing still and just one part of them is moving. And then the other animators
Like a motion
That's
comic.
basically what I do, but then the other animators are like more into actually animating. So they set it up better. And
I don't know who did or if it was multiple people who did the animation for Nothing's Walk, but it's really good.
A lot of people have done Nothing Walks. Like different animators have taken that on. I think they like figured out a consistent way for it to happen, which is cool.
Yeah, it looked consistent throughout this this episode.
It was really cool actually, because like at first there was a little bit of issue where we had to redo a couple shots because the walk changed, but then when they like figured one out that they liked, they got it really good. And I've seen she's got another walk sequence in episode 4. Spoiler. And I saw one just today.
Oh no, she walks in episode 4, guys. Cover your ears.
Hey, do you guys think I should post the animatic for episode 4 on Patreon like the day I release episode 3 on real YouTube, or like wait longer?
When did you do the last one for episode? When did you release the animatic for episode 3?
I released it on I think the same day I released the episode, but that was like I was kind of trying to make up for releasing the episode early publicly because that time I released it a week. Because
I don't think because if you release it anytime after the first day, I think doing it the same day might be won't be as much poignancy to it, I guess. But any day after that, I think would be
cool.
Better.
Then I will. And do you guys like those animatics? Do you guys actually watch them? Does it matter?
I
didn't watch the most recent one, but I usually do.
Sometimes I do. It depends, because I'll look at my email and I'll look at something and I'll be like, I should watch that when I get to my computer, and then I forget.
You don't have to. I'm just curious if it's something people like, because people are not super communicative on Patreon with what they like and what they don't.
Yeah. It's fine.
Chill.
Have you ever lost a Patreon for saying something?
For saying something?
Yeah, just is something they didn't like.
No.
And you said that. So
I know people there's a function on Patreon where you can leave a why I on Patreon note, but I don't go through that because I find it negative. So I don't actually know why people leave when they leave.
So that has been filled out and it exists for you, does it?
Yeah, whenever you cancel a Patreon membership, it'll give you an optional survey that's just like, why didn't you continue your membership? And
Right, like,
yeah. I always fill those out, and it's usually because like I only wanted to do it for a certain amount of time, or like I got what I wanted from it, or
right,
my
yeah,
situations changed.
because I've canceled Patreon subscriptions as well. I do recall that, but I don't usually fill it out because it's
I do
not the person.
because like the person may want to know. They may want to look at their statistics.
They know.
I know what they did.
They know what they did. Yeah.
They know.
I mean, if I were more emotionally stable, I'd also want to know. But really, I can only handle so much.
You're good. I just follow like you and a lot of people who make D&D maps for online games.
That sounds cute. Like they make homebrew.
There.
Like, do they make maps that you can fit into your homebrew, or maps for existing campaigns?
They just make maps you can fit into whatever. Like, who's it? One of the people I really like, they make a lot of variants to their maps. They just released a Shadowfell Fortress, which is like the plane of shadow, like a fortress in the plane of shadow, and it's really cool, but you could make it kind of for whatever, because they have different variations. So you can make it a gray chasm, or like a weird, other plane of existence. I don't
That's
know.
very
It's whatever.
cool.
You can just kind of, as long as it's what you want, then you can kind of fit it in.
Who was that? Someone's
Ding.
popular.
Sorry. Well, I can't mute my phone because I'm on calls.
You're
I
on
have to have
call
it
for
aside.
what?
Sorry.
You can. Do you have it? I know with Android you can set certain things as priority and certain
That's
things as
true,
not priority.
actually. I should probably do that.
Oh, you don't
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can turn like Twitter off, but you could like leave your phone so that it'll ring when you're on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah, because and then to answer your question, I'm on call because each of the provinces has a platoon set aside, and I'm on Prince Edward Island's platoon.
And then, but for what? Like to attack someone?
Well, like it's like it no, no, it's like
Tell
I'm
us
sure
your
Yeah.
battle plans.
I want to leak it to the enemy.
the long. It's like I mean, like you know, they have it. They I believe they did deploy in Quebec. That it's just to help set like I haven't been following Quebec's news too closely, but it's in case they need help doing anything with this emergency, and they didn't really give us a lot of clear details what that could be. But I imagine like, you know, I know in New York the military was like setting up makeshift hospitals because they had a much more serious. But like that's I guess
Well,
hypothetical.
that's kind of cool. So you'd be helping set up things, just relief efforts.
Yeah,
Tell me your secrets.
I think they've also been like transporting things. Like I know in the US some like some of the National Guard has been helping transport necessary items, especially to like hospitals.
Breezy, weren't you living on an army base or something?
I'm on a Navy. I'm not on an Army base. Yes, I am in the Navy though. But yep.
How is that?
Tell me all your country's secrets.
No. Oh, we did leak it to the enemy.
I lived on base before.
Ugh. I hate living on base.
But it's cheap though. I mean, I'm assuming it's cheap for you guys. Yeah.
It is.
It's crazy.
But I can't bring my dog anywhere, so that sucks.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Why not?
Because they don't allow it on base, or I'm in the barracks, so they don't allow it in the barracks. They don't allow dogs in there.
That's just stealing joy.
I guess I don't know. I guess someone messed it up and just didn't clean up after the dog.
Somebody
and messed it up for everyone. It's usually how it works in the military.
Oh. One mistake.
Well, I don't know how it works for you. I don't know how the American one barracks work though, but like in Canada, for instance, it's not like you can't live with a spouse in your barrack there. At least not in the temporary quarters one.
Yeah, we get you can get BAH. That's like where you can like have housing for your spouse and stuff and live with your spouse.
That's different though.
But yeah, you can't have your spouse in the barracks here either.
Why would that not be allowed? Are you like the Jedi? Do you have to be celibate?
No, because the idea, like, very few people live on barracks for like forever. It's usually something you do between a few months to a year. So they just like
Yeah.
you're here temporary, and they're very strict about how they do everything on base. Which, if you don't do a lot, it's not a big deal.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah. It
I didn't mind it.
is.
Well, okay, well, apparently it's a big deal for her, but I thought it was alright.
Goddamn.
It just so yeah, the only thing I didn't like is I had to make my bed every morning.
They enforced bed
That's a lot to
making
ask.
for adults? Why?
Yeah, and they'll come in your room
Adulting.
I thought that was just
that's
a movie trope.
because I'm already tired. Oh no, that's like I mean, if you've seen Full Metal Jacket, it's they won't say those colorful words to you, but they'll say some
I
things.
haven't seen Full Metal Jacket, but I can imagine a drill sergeant saying unkind things.
Oh yeah. I don't even have drill sergeants in the Navy, but they have them all over the base.
Ew.
For the Army. Yeah.
Are they as awful in real life
the
as
kind
they
of
are in
souls.
movies?
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Yeesh.
They made them do push-ups and all kinds of stuff outside just because one person had their phone.
What? Sounds
That was
like
great.
you guys are in high school
Yeah,
forever. Like, they get mad at you for not making your bed,
Yeah.
for having your phone.
Well, it's a little worse than high school because if I had my phone on in high school, they might send me to the office. If I had it at work, it's a little bit more than the office.
Could you get fired?
It's the office, but it's not.
No, it's very very hard to get fired in the military. If you got fired, you did something special. It's but they will punish you relentlessly.
You did something special.
I like that. I like how much mystery that leaves in the equation.
Well, like it's very common in the Navy. This is actually a problem they're trying to address for people to go to ports and get drunk and do something they're not supposed to do, and then people don't get kicked out for that. They get punished, but they don't get kicked out. Whereas, I guess in most civilian jobs, you probably would be fired for that.
Yeah. What do you mean do something they're not supposed to do? Like something illegal? Like they go commit
Yeah,
crimes
well, I mean,
and
like
then they're
in
like,
bar
oh,
fights.
you boys.
Well, I'm sure they don't get me wrong. They are there's discipline. There's like financial charges for messing up,
Yes.
and but like it's probably the more common one would be like the most common thing that happens. We have what's called Cinderella leave, where you're supposed to be back by midnight.
You guys call it
And
in the Navy, that's a
yeah.
real term. So cute.
Yeah, and like we said you have to be back by midnight, and a lot of people like might find a girl at the bar, so they might not want to be back by midnight.
Fair.
So
they'll say midnight. What's
Those
midnight?
poor boys.
they have a saying that you're not really in the military until you've been charged.
Yeah.
Sounds kind of like dumb. Like you have to pay them every time you fuck up.
Well, I mean, it's not hard not to
That's
drop the
fair.
ball.
That's fair.
Because people say that, but like I said, like for some of the things that because a long time ago, I was probably 18 when this happened. It was when it was my first year in the military. A guy showed up completely intoxicated while he was supposed to be on duty, and they had like a formal trial for it and everything. And yeah, and like he was charged, but again, like, and he had to pay a financial fee, and it also goes on his record forever. And but he, most I think if you showed up to, the office at the bank, and you show up completely drunk, you're not coming back on Monday,
sure.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Going pretty easy on you, Army types.
My dad told me about all the stuff his friends did that they weren't supposed to do when he was stationed in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of stuff did they do? Was it crimes?
It wasn't crimes. It was like going to getting drunk and doing drugs and going to the districts where there's lots of prostitution.
That is badass. Your dad told you stories about when he went and like
He He
Oh,
didn't do. He
allegedly
drank, but
he didn't.
he would not. My dad wouldn't engage in prostitution. He might try some drugs, but not the rough ones.
Your secret heroin dad.
Secret heroin.
No. My great grandparents put the fear of God into him. He would not do that.
Good on them.
He would drink though. That was fine.
Drinking's not bad.
Yeah, I mean it's not bad.
Everything in moderation,
Yeah,
kiddos. I know there's
Yeah, I
some
was reading.
kiddos in chat.
That reminds me because I was reading the comments from also the last stream, and there was quite a few people who did not appreciate the swearing.
Oh, really?
I noticed. Gave up a lot. Yeah, like it was like once every 10 minutes. It was like, guys, stop swearing.
Oh.
Chat sometimes.
But then,
I mean,
like,
those
there were
were
people.
comments. Those weren't the chat necessarily.
Yeah. But there's people who were like defending them too, like, guys, they're allowed to swear. They're adults. Like, I thought that was funny. It's cute.
Don't fight.
Man, never noticed them. Don't fight.
Wise words.
I'm basically Gandhi, so.
Maddie, did you not feel that? There's the spiders crawled across your face and crawled in your ear. Did you really not feel that?
I wish it wouldn't.
Gross.
Oh,
I told the story about how
You guys see that?
Tribble is using Toonboom to animate.
I don't think you're using Toonboom. No.
I am?
Ma'am, are you sure that's what you're using?
Sure.
I think you need to recheck.
Dude,
I think you need to
lack of
double
faith
check.
disturbs me.
God damn it.
I miss you.
We aren't going anywhere with you.
Hey,
Yes.
Tribble. Have you been looking at the emotes in the contest submission
I looked at a few of
in
them.
the server?
They're really, really cute. There's like a
They
power
are
stick
really
face palming
cute.
one. That's so
Yeah, that
good.
one's a good one.
So good.
Yeah. I'm
class.
just gonna set up the voting soon, so that'll be a thing.
How are you gonna get everybody to vote?
I'm setting up a Google form, and the options will just be like pictures, the images, and I'll just like people can choose up to 10,
That's awesome.
but no more than 10, and then we'll have. It'll give me a big old graph of everything people chose, and I'll choose the top ones.
Look at you, you tech expert.
It's just a Google form, my dude.
The queen of all the
wow.
I'm not. Please don't say that.
Gather
The instructors
and meet the queen of every tech.
The instructors of the classes I moderate already think that, and they're just like, "Can you fix this problem?" And I'm like, "No,
no,
absolutely not."
Queen denies you help this day. That's what you should say.
Well, there was one instructor that was like, "Oh yeah, I have notes on each of these slides, but I can't see them when I present it to the class." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's because the notes aren't on the actual slide. They're like on a separate thing and on the PowerPoint file."
Did they look at you like you were a wizard after you said that?
No, they just still look kind of confused. I'm like, if you send them the file, they will have those notes, but you can't present them with those notes.
And then what happened?
And then they continued the class. They were learning how to be medical billers and coders, whatever it is.
Medical billers and coders?
Yeah, medical billing coding. It's like the bills you get that like everything has like a different code, like when you go to the hospital. Like they have different codes for like each type of scenario, and like a code for like the condition the person came in and stuff.
Oh,
it's wild.
A paid healthcare thing.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's also just like how they yeah, it's how they would charge you and how they would like keep track of like in and outpatient shit.
That's cool.
Oh, there's another curse. You're welcome, comments.
What?
A curse. What do you mean?
I said shit.
Oh, I didn't even
Oh,
notice.
I
That's
see.
how desensitized I
Oh.
am.
Again.
I thought you meant a literal curse.
I've cursed you
Yes.
again, she said.
Curse. Curse your
no.
parents.
No.
Curse your dog.
No,
Curse your
my
goldfish.
Oh, no. Oh, the goldfish.
Oh wait,
My
not your
dog's an
dog. Your
angel.
dog's too
Thank
precious.
you.
Did you ever look into the thing I suggested, the
Actually,
MSM
I
for her
haven't
joints?
yet, but I should. I'm just not very motivated recently.
Yeah.
You
No,
can
you're
order that
good.
online, probably, right? It's like a health food store thing, you said?
Yeah. Like it's largely used for horses, but like you can use the exact same thing for dogs and cats, just like at a lower dose.
Oh, hopefully. Hopefully they're giving them lower doses.
Yes. I don't remember how much my mom gives our dog, but I think she just like puts like a sprinkle in her food. Or like a less than a
I could
teaspoon.
look into it. Because that would probably help her. She's arthritic.
Yep. Yeah.
No.
It helped our dog, our family friend's dog, and like other people have said either it works or it doesn't do anything.
Nothing
So,
about
you
it that
know,
is harmful.
no,
No. Not hurts to try.
doesn't hurt to try. Yeah. How old is Ace
She's
again?
14, going on 15 if she lives to October.
Yeah.
Aw.
Panda is 15.
So old.
She just
Is
turned
Panda
15.
small or big?
Yeah, she's very old.
Is Panda small
What?
or big? I feel like I can't picture.
Small. She's like Cocker
Oh,
Spaniel
okay. All right, that
size.
makes sense.
Or King Charles Spaniel, I should say.
Oh, does she have the squished
Yeah,
in face like
she's
so?
No, her face is a little more protruded. Because she's a mutt, so I think her mom was like part Chihuahua, and then somewhere she got like a King Charles Spaniel mix in. So her nose
Aw.
isn't smushed in. Her sister's nose was smushed in. But she looked more like a pug.
That's so cute.
Oh.
You got $5, by the way.
Aw.
Oh my god, thank
Yeah.
Oh,
you.
wow.
And they said, I just got the trial Toonboom. Which plan do you think is best? Are there any good free animation programs you'd recommend? Love your work. Thanks so much, Merlin Island. Okay, so the plan that I usually use when I'm not able to charge it to my company is the lowest one, the Essentials. Right now I'm using Advanced, which is significantly better. It lets you put line art and color on different layers, which is very important, and you can't do in Essentials. But that's the only real difference I've noticed for me. Oh, and puppet animation works better on Advanced. So if you can afford it, I'd say Advanced. I don't think you need to go premium. But the Essentials one is good. You can make lots of stuff on it. And I don't know of any free animation program. I think there's something called OpenTunes that I've heard is good.
But no.
Do you know any free animation programs, Freedom?
Nope.
Nay.
No.
Sorry then.
I am not an artist person.
Maya is free. Or no, Blender is free, but that's 3D animation.
Blender's so funny. I love watching people make stuff there.
I've tried to learn it so many times, and my brain does not love Blender.
Yeah, I can't think of any. I don't know anyone personally aside from you who does animation, because all my other friends do they do static art.
I thought you were never like involved in the animation community ever.
Not really. I more knew people who did like static art.
That's cool.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm trying to think of who I knew back on DA. I knew Faith Wolf. I don't think she still does stuff, I think. There's another person. I think they went by the username Kiwi. They might still remember me. It's been a long time.
For most of my old DeviantArt friends.
I remember a vague few of them. I remember this one girl named Maddie. It's pretty cool.
That's
Is
you!
that me or is that another Maddie?
No, it's you.
Yay.
Yes.
Ooh.
The end.
The end. I knew Maddie and she was cool. The end.
Yay. And Freedom also was cool.
I didn't do anything. I was just there.
Being chill.
It's my brand,
Yeah,
apparently. Somehow. How do you animate on computer without a pen? It's hard for me.
Using a pen. I would not.
Yeah.
No, not doing it without a tablet is torture. Just get a tablet. There are cheap tablets now. Hey, someone donated again.
I hear people.
Oh, Shadow and Jazzy.
I heard some.
Say that.
No, you're good. You do that. That's more
Shadow
important.
and Jazzy says that Flip a Clip is good animation and is free. So, whoever asked before, I have to go find their name. Merlin Island.
Merlin something?
Merlin.
I hope you're still listening. We have an answer now. It's Flip a Clip. Thanks so much, Shadow.
Merlin, come back!
No, but I was hearing someone say, one of my artist friends saying that they just use, they just use an iPad as a drawing tablet and pen.
People are doing that, like because Cintiqs are so expensive.
Yeah.
People are just doing tablets instead.
Which is weird to me that the drawing tablets must be crazy expensive that an iPad is the cheaper alternative, an Apple product is the cheaper alternative.
Totally though. Like this, I'm using a Cintiq right now, and again, I could only buy it because with like the show's funding, I was allowed to buy equipment. So I got this, and that's the only reason I could like afford it. Like this is like $2,000. Like it's crazy.
Jesus.
If you broke it over your knee right now, could you get a new one?
No, I could not get a new one for free.
Whoa.
Oh, shit.
For me, you shouldn't have.
Oh
no. Oh no. Remember, wash your hands. That's good advice.
Everyone.
Even if there wasn't a pandemic, wash your hands.
But I mean, now that there is, for sure, do it more.
Now you have even more of a reason.
You know what the pandemic's done for me? It's made me appreciate baths. I don't know, man.
You are robotic.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
sorry.
Okay, you're good now.
You ever see that scene in The Matrix whenever when Neo takes the pill, and that's what that was.
I often feel like Neo taking a pill, so that's typical.
If Lawrence Fishburne offered you, which one would you take?
Both, and then I'd give him the finger.
You know, that's the second time today I've heard someone say, if you could take the red or blue pill, which one would you take? And they said both.
What would
That's
happen?
the second time in the last 24 hours.
Merlin Island just donated $10. Thank you so much. I'm gonna read their message. Says, what's your creative process like? I have been throwing around ideas for a story of my own, but I always get stuck. Do you work with others on this project? Also, thank you to person who suggested the free room. Flip a Clip was the free one. Do you guys mind if I talk about creative process for a minute?
Go ahead, do it. I'm gonna get lemonade.
Get that lemonade. Yeah, so for writing My Pride, I wrote the scripts alone, but I did have a story editor, a more experienced writer than me. I hired her on, again, with funding money, yay! And she read all the scripts and gave me really great feedback and sort of like streamlined the direction the story went. Like a lot of characters got cut out, and it's not just her suggestions that did that, but like she was very helpful in figuring out what was important to keep and what was important to get rid of. Yeah, so I would suggest if you're trying to write a story, get a friend who is interested in it and bounce ideas. Yeah, and writer's block is super normal, and just sit there and do your best to write even if nothing's coming to your head. And yeah, your first draft will always be bad, and then you'll edit it and make it good. Okay, I'll stop talking. Thanks. I'm so tired. Talking is so hard.
I noticed you seem tired. You seem a little. You're not as like last time we did stream. You were like, we couldn't get you to just like calm down. Basically,
was I a
now
wild
you're
man?
like, you're driving me
Wild
wild.
child.
I'm always, yeah, I know. I'm not very high energy today.
Come see, come saw.
Oh,
This person says, come see,
What?
come saw.
does that mean? Doesn't that just mean I'm just okay in French?
There you go. Oh, that means yeah, it means yeah.
I'm like meh.
Wait. Does
I
it?
thought comme si comme ça, like it's ça va bien, ça va mal, or comme si comme ça.
Yeah. That's... yes. You're like so. Yes.
In Arabic,
Oy.
the word for that is shwaya shwaya.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever want to be like,
Shwaya shwaya.
excited in Arabic, that's how you do it, shwaya shwaya.
Shwaya. I start saying that. It's
But
my
you
new.
said you don't remember any Arabic that you
my
learned.
my
Or
grandpa
is
and
that...
my mom say shwaya shwaya all the time. I also know, like, I know words that my family just says to me, like yalla and imshi and ubadain.
Oh, so you don't consider yourself
No,
bilingual?
not at all. I know some random words that people say to me. I
Gotcha.
can't like have a conversation or translate anything in Arabic. I just know some words.
Why say?
Are you bilingual? Do you speak French well? I can't do that either.
I've been trying to learn French, and I clearly failed because I forgot what "comme si, comme ça" says.
Yeah, dude,
but,
that was weak.
But,
that was weak for a guy in the middle of learning French.
I'm using that owl app, and I haven't been using it very much.
Duolingo.
I use that.
I used to be
Yes.
addicted to it. I was trying to learn Spanish, and like it was all I wanted to do. The little dinging. I don't know. A lot of serotonin that thing released.
When I was in college, I was in a group of people who most people in my group spoke native Spanish, and we had a group chat, and they kept saying full sentences that I couldn't understand. I think they were plotting against me.
Did they ever make an attempt on your life?
Nah.
Did you get murdered?
Well, I'm sure they're watching right now, so I'm not gonna name drop you.
Did
But
you die?
Yeah, did you die? Are you a ghost? Has Alex been dead for 20
we got
years?
another donation.
Ooh, Mandy Candy. Mandy Candy says that their drawing tablet was $35 on Amazon. The Huion H640. Yeah, Huion makes really cheap stuff. I've heard very mixed reviews of them though. If you get one, be aware that it isn't made to last. I've heard that they can break. Not to nag Mandy Candy, just be wary. I've heard, yeah. I'm sure if yours is working, then it's great. But yeah.
Yeah, and
Man, this Merlin is.
Oh,
I think
is
he's got.
You're just like, I'm stuck inside. What else am I gonna do? Thank you so much for donating again. And they said, thank you for answering my questions. I'm so excited to keep supporting this project. P.S. I speak Spanish and English. Bilingual represent. Oh, Merlin Island is better than me. Thank you so much, Merlin Island. You and your big brain.
I've been trying to. I've been meaning. I need to take a class and learn American Sign Language. That's something I know. I knew the basics. Yeah.
How do you know the basics?
Well, for you, it'd probably be Canadian Sign Language. I took an online course. That was video based, obviously. And I did that, and I forgot a lot of it. I knew how to spell my name. I knew how to say, "Hi, my name is. I'm a student. I live XYZ." I knew my ABCs. But I'm out of practice, and I need to. I wanted to take a class and actually learn it, and like be able to like sign a conversation, like a casual conversation.
That's awesome. Is there anyone in your life you're doing that for, or you just want to be able to talk to?
No. When I worked in a restaurant, we had a few like regulars who were deaf, and we would just like write notes to each other, or like they would point at a menu, and I would I didn't know if they could read lips, but I tried to make it so they could, if they could, they would understand me as well as I could make it. But yeah, I started getting interested in learning it because I was like, oh, neat. I want to be able to communicate with these people.
I wish I could learn more languages.
Yeah.
If money weren't a factor, I'd love to go to school and just like learn more languages and learn more history.
Yeah.
And man,
I'm yeah. The college I go to is pretty cheap, which is nice for me. It's like it's a little more than a community college, but it's still a cheaper option than a larger college. But they don't offer American Sign Language, and it made me sad. They only offer French and Spanish, I'm pretty sure. Which it's kind of sad that like in high school or even like earlier, like in elementary school or middle school, they don't like offer like different languages you can learn, especially like American Sign Language.
In my high school, the only thing we were allowed to learn was French. That's it.
Yeah.
Canada, man.
In middle school, in my middle school, you could take Spanish, and in high school, you could take Spanish and French, and that's it. But I hear about like I have a friend who grew up in like the wealthier part of like Southern California, and he had options like Japanese and German and American Sign Language and a bunch of other languages, and I'm like, cool, must be nice.
Why are you saying that different languages have different sign languages? Like, why wouldn't we have one unified sign language for everyone?
Because because like it's like how we don't have like a unified like sign language or like verbal spoken language. Like English is generally like it's widely done just because of cough colonialism. But like, you know, if you have like a region like in Asia, like not everyone speaks an Asian language. Like you have Mandarin and you have Japanese and Korean and so on and so forth. So like some sign languages like variant sign languages are similar. Like if someone who's Spanish who's from Spain knows sign, and then someone from Portugal who knows sign, they're probably similar enough they can communicate, but like British Sign Language and American Sign Language probably couldn't communicate.
What? Really?
Crazy. What?
Yeah.
I don't get that, but what?
Yeah, the sign language is different depending on where you learn it. That's why they clarify when you're learning American Sign Language. It's when you abbreviate it ASL, that's American Sign Language.
That like at least English would have a unified sign language. Why don't they just amalgamate it? This seems like it's needlessly complicated.
There's different regional things. Sign language is also you have to think of it kind of as like each like individual section also has a dialect. So like most proper nouns don't have one specific sign unless a community agrees on that sign. So like say like Atlanta. I live near Atlanta, which is the state capital of Georgia. It doesn't have I don't believe it has a unified like sign that means the name, but I'm sure if you find the deaf community in Atlanta, they have a sign for it that they've made up that they understand means Atlanta. So like so sign almost more than like a verbal language, like especially in English in America or between like America and Canada, has different dialects that and different variations that don't necessarily translate from like one city to another.
That's wild.
Interesting.
Yeah. And like what is it? They'll give name signs to each other and themselves. So like you can make up a sign that is for if you're in the deaf community for yourself or for someone else in the deaf community that you understand is that person, and that they can do that with any name, proper name.
Wow.
Huh.
If you don't know the proper name or like the name sign for a proper noun, you just spell it out.
Learn something new every day.
Very cool.
Yeah, I learned that in my sign language class.
Heckin' rad.
Yeah.
you ever see those videos of how Helen Keller learned to speak?
How
It was really
did
cool because
she?
well, I was yeah, it's pretty cool because because she spoke by you had to hold her hand and sign that language in her hand, and what her teacher, I guess you would call it, she would put her hand over her teacher's mouth and sign and her teacher would sign the languages as she would speak it out loud. So Helen Keller would learn, oh, that's how I move my mouth while I say that word.
Whoa, really?
So that's like
Huh.
Yeah, learn through feeling,
That's very cool.
essentially.
She must have been so smart, because like I don't know how I would ever pick
Yeah.
up
yeah,
on any of that.
because she published multiple books, and I remember I was reading about her one, and I believe that her first book published, people like she plagiarized this, and I'm like, well, who publishes a book by 11-year-old? Yeah, so there's your first mistake there, but
Yeah.
very smart woman though.
Must have been.
It's really sad that I didn't know anything about Helen Keller aside from being like blind and deaf because I like all I heard were Helen Keller jokes when I was younger, and I had no idea who she was aside from she couldn't, speak, see or
What
hear.
Helen Keller jokes?
Probably
Like
some tasteless ones, I imagine.
yeah,
Some
not
big
very
mean
tasteful one.
genre of joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like very ableist, very like,
Oh.
you play a prank on Helen Keller, you move the furniture around so she stumbles into things. Like that's just mean. Yeah,
Man.
I heard these jokes when I was like in elementary school, and I'm like, these aren't funny. Now looking back, I'm like, these aren't funny.
Man, I bet you a lot of stuff we said when we were kids sucks now.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, for sure. That's why I don't really like this. Like, I mean, this is going to cancel culture, as they say in general. But like, when people like are really mean to like, if a kid says something stupid on social media, and like then you gotta cancel them. Like, well, I mean, come on, guys. You never said something stupid.
If it's like a 13-year-old kid and the internet's like, let's kill him, I'm like, well, that's a child. I don't know. If you want to be mad at someone,
Well,
be mad at, I don't know, like the media for teaching a child to be terrible. We don't kill the child.
I mean, even with adults, you don't send threats of death or bodily
Yeah.
harm.
I
That's just
assume you
not
were
okay.
hyperbolating when you said kill them.
No.
Yeah. No, well, people will send actual
That's
death
true.
threats to
People
actual
get death
children.
threats over nothing. Of course, kids who do anything online that's questionable get death threats.
Have you got death
gotten
threats
death threats?
for over
No,
your
I've never
shows?
gotten. I
Yeah.
I happen to
Oh.
not have very many men, and I hope you don't take offense to this, in the fan base, which just makes it way less likely for me to get death threats. I think. Oh no! Now Alex is gonna send me death threats. Oh bollocks!
I
I'll
scared my
send you
dog when I did that. Sorry, Hank.
I'll send you a death threat. Really? Yeah. There you go. I sent you a death threat.
I'm excited. Is it on Discord?
Jesus.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
on
go
Discord.
find it. It says, "I'll kill you with
I gotta go
love."
find this.
Aw, thank you.
Aw. Wow, 26th of April is my birthday. Congratulations, you get my pride for your birthday.
Yeah.
What a
Congratulations.
wonderful birthday present.
Hope you like it.
Someone made a nervous emote for the contest that looks almost exactly like that that
Really?
nothing expression.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Looks very similar.
Can I see?
Yeah, I'll just send you
No.
the file because I have them on my computer for the form. Oh god, everything's dying.
Oh no.
It's fine.
Don't die.
It's in our DMs.
If a video game character became self-aware, would you feel obligated to do something about that?
No, I kind of let that ride.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what if you were like playing, like I saw someone mention Red Dead Redemption there, like you're playing it, and the character kind of glances at the screen and like has like a little like moment, and like but tries to pretend like it didn't see you. Wouldn't that like make you uneasy?
I think I'd be happy that it gained consciousness and can experience the ecstasy of life.
Well, what I'm saying is it knows you're there, and it's not happy
So you
about
feel
you.
like,
What I'm
am
saying.
I to worry that it will escape
It's
its TV and come at me?
I'm saying I don't know, but I'm saying it knows you're there, but it doesn't want you to know that it knows. Is what
I
I'm
mean,
saying to
that's
you.
a fun caper. I think
Does
that
that
would
not,
make some fun drama in my life.
I think it'd be you'd be
No,
terrified.
I
You're
think I'd
lying.
be
Like there's no
excited.
way you'd be okay with that.
So
You say that.
people are
It's like
confused.
Why are people saying
well, who was
Feather
confused? Me?
died? What's happening?
Feather didn't die.
Feather's a baby.
Nothing.
Spark died, yeah.
Nothing had two brothers, Fire, who's shown right there, and Spark, who's dead. And she has no half brothers. She has half sisters though. Feather's not her half
Feather
brother.
is not a boy.
You did you since you already did like an initial casting call back in like 20 was it 2018 2019 yeah 2019 actually, and you cut characters from there. So did you have to hire someone and said, "Oh, sorry, never mind"?
Yeah. Well, the only
Uh,
like a couple of people, like the guy who's gonna play Golden, obviously didn't end up playing Golden. But I didn't like have a contract with him or anything. Like by the time I was writing contracts, I'd already written all the scripts and like knew who was cut. So it's not like I like fired anyone. He just thought he was having the role, and
Well, yeah.
wasn't there.
But was there anybody like oh yeah, I'm going to be in this show, and then like I can't wait to get my I can't wait to formalize this, and then they're like, oh, better luck next time, kid.
Yeah, that's what happened with Golden.
Oh. But he was replaced. He did something else
No.
instead, though, didn't he? Oh no, sorry, I
He's
misunderstood.
Information is for episode 4. Someone asked, what episode is this animation
Yeah,
on?
this is episode 4. Episode 4, spoiler, it's my least favorite episode of the season. So
A New Hope.
It's been fun.
That's not that's your marketing team just blew
my
a lid
marketing
there
team
when you said that.
Phone's ringing off the hook. They're like, don't say anything negative. It's just, since it's been a script, it's been my least favorite.
Oh. Yeah, I think this is the one where you said you were trying to make the time more consistent with the other episodes, but it was just getting shorter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Oh. Okay. Has episode 3 been released yet? It'll be released on the 26th.
Patreon, though.
If you want to give Maddie money and watch the episode early, give her $1.
Want to give your friend Maddie $1?
No spoilers for next episode? Well, little did you know.
Nothing kills a shark with her bare hands.
It's true. She gains opposable thumbs and strangles a shark.
She gains bare hands.
Kills it like insanely brutally for no reason. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's it.
It's such a metaphor for society. Yep.
Uh-huh. Yep. Well, who does the shark represent?
The working
Me.
class. and nothing.
Okay.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
Excellent.
This is a question for everyone but Maddie, actually.
Sorry,
what
Maddie.
would you do if in one of the next episodes, nothing casually mentions the real threat of goblins, but she never says it again? Would you think you misheard her?
Well,
no, I mean, I just.
Well, I would DM Maddie on Discord and just be like,
She blocks
excuse
you.
me?
She blocks you for even
Oh,
for
Oh
man.
no!
even.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no!
Oh, this is a dark timeline.
Well,
Yeah, this is a cursed
Yeah.
timeline.
If I've blocked Freedom, things have gone severely wrong in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's
how
my
about that?
wife. My wife.
Borat jokes have, like, circled back from being the worst to being ironically very funny to me.
Oh, wait, what
Borat,
jokes
like,
have?
my wife! Like, people doing that, it was the most lame thing in the world. Now whenever anyone does it, I'm just reminded of the innocence of the early 2000s.
Yeah. We were all
like the
innocent
movies.
back then. What a time. Remember the early 2000s and your Warriors animations?
Oh, man.
And Lincoln Park. Oh, now that we're talking about Lincoln Park.
I mean, also Linkin Park was there. I wasn't their biggest fan. I don't know. I was an Evanescence girl. I listened to that Fallen super sad Evanescence album like recently, and it holds up.
Oh, which one? Which song?
The album
Specifically, are you?
Fallen. It has
Oh, I
My
forget.
Immortal on it, and the Wake Me Up Inside.
Wake me
It's a
up
killer
inside.
album.
The
wake
classic.
me up and
Yeah.
save me. Yes. See, I know that song, and I'm really young.
Yeah,
you know,
you're the kid of the group.
Oh, that's
forgot you were
right.
an
You're the
infant.
babu.
Oh
A
man.
young tiny
Ba, ba, ba,
soul.
Oh
ba, ba.
yeah, probably.
If it makes you feel any better, I listened to whatever my parents listened to when I was younger in that time. So a lot of what I listened to was like Christian rock, and it was
That's
real
so
bad, and I hate it.
cute.
Yeah,
Mm.
I was a sheltered Christian
So
child, and
I
I
wouldn't believe it.
finally have my own taste in music now. It's great at
Well,
21.
you made it eventually. What kind of music do you like?
Eventually.
Welcome to adulthood.
Oh, I added that song. You played it on like a few streams ago, and then you mentioned it on Twitter,
song?
Maddie. Common folk,
Oh, I love
common
that
people.
song.
I added that because I was like, I like this song, and then you mentioned the name on Twitter. It's like, cool, I can add it now.
When did I mention the name Common People on Twitter?
I don't. It was in reply to something. I just saw it. I didn't look at the other tweet.
It's such a good song. I love that song.
It's on my list now.
To the music's my favorite thing.
Music's good.
So good though.
I wish Frank Sinatra was still
love
alive.
Frank Sinatra. I have not ever read about his life outside of music, and I feel like I wouldn't like him so much if I knew about his mob activities. But
I don't know anything about. I know nothing about that. I just know he was an alcoholic, right? And he died of that, wasn't it?
Full-on criminal. And I feel like if I learned any more about that, I would not continue to enjoy his music. Yeah.
Interesting. Didn't know so he was 100% connected to bootlegging.
Yeah, I think that was one of the things, was that it was like, oh, he's famous, but also doing crimes.
Be gay, do crimes.
Frank.
But only the good ones. Only the good crimes.
The crimes that are victimless.
Do you know Seth MacFarlane sang "My Way" by Frank Sinatra in a kids movie?
What movie was that for?
Sing. I remember it was because that was a jukebox musical, and he played like a mouse, and he sang "My Way," and it was really good.
He's a shockingly good singer.
Oh, I know that one.
Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, he's a good actor and a good singer. He's a bad director and not as funny as he thinks he is. And I wish he would just
in front of the camera, bud. Like, he is, because he's fun to watch on screen. He's a great voice actor, and he can sing. But anytime any of his movies, like A Thousand Ways to Die in the West, is probably the worst movie ever made. Like,
it's not even fun to watch. I was bored out of my mind watching
get
it.
drunk with your friends and laugh at it. It's just painful and like awkward and sad.
And like Family Guy has its moments early on, but like he's just really phoning it in at this point. I mean, I know he's not even the writer of Family Guy, but
I never really like Family Guy. Like, there are some funny jokes, but I always found it just grating.
Yeah.
Felt mean.
Like obviously I liked it as a kid because I was like fucking 10 and I was like ha
My
ha ha
mom,
ha. But
so
like
cute, she wouldn't let us watch Family Guy before we were like teenagers because she said it makes kids mean. And then I started watching it and I was like, this is so cute
No.
that my mom thought that, but also true.
that's why I bullied
That's why
you.
you bullied me. Too much Family Guy. It makes kids mean.
Yeah, those adults, quote unquote, cartoons. I would be afraid to watch those. However, I would watch like
Oh,
Animal
I
Planet
love
shows
those.
and crime drama shows that desensitized me to real life violence. So now I'm nothing makes me squeamish at all,
You have a
really.
superpower.
I have a superpower. It was helpful when I took care of animals. I took care of cats, fostering, and it's helped me working around healthcare related fields in my current job.
Well, there you go.
Moish.
My mother, on the other hand, is extremely squeamish. She won't even like watch like a cat get a vaccination. She has to look away, and I'm like, Mom, please.
Yeah, I am more on the side of your
There's
mom.
no blood.
I'm so bad about anything. I don't know. Anything.
Yeah. I don't know how she does, because she also watches the same like crime dramas, but she's extremely squeamish, and I'm like,
She does it for
Mom,
the thrill.
they're chopping people up into tiny bits.
What's the big deal?
What's the big deal?
Nah, but like I hate scary stuff, but I love like crime drama stuff and true crime. I think it gets like adrenaline going. Like I like to listen to true crime podcasts while I animate because it makes me not tired because I'm like fucking scared. It's great. Yeah.
Nice.
Maybe that's why she watches it.
Maybe she's more in there for the drama part than the crime
Aw.
part. Yeah. But I'm there for like, ooh, human analysis.
Human analysis.
Yeah, look at the why are people fucked up? Who knows?
True. Those shows don't always explore that.
Yeah, most of the time they don't, but it's theirs, whatever.
Dark times.
Friends,
Cat, it would eat my guinea pigs,
What?
probably. That's what someone said in
I
chat.
hope no one eats your guinea pigs.
I don't think it would. I don't think a cat would eat a guinea pig. I think you're underestimating how big a guinea pig is.
Well, the cat may want to play with the guinea pig, which would kill the guinea pig due to stress.
They are just they can't handle anything. They're little kind of creatures.
They are fluffy bags of
Aw,
anxiety.
like me.
Are you a fluffy bag of
Yes.
anxiety?
You met me?
Oh no. Ah, shit. No, I haven't, Maddie. We haven't had our coffee date
Now
yet.
we can never.
Oh, that's true.
Damn
Shit.
it.
Ugh.
No, it's fine. I can go out for coffee
Oh,
because
yeah,
the
that's
other coffee
fair.
shops are gonna open up
Yeah.
Friday.
Why
Yeah.
not for you?
It's a great
You should
idea.
Just go hang out there all day.
I'll go to the coffee shop, then I'll go get my nails done, and then I'll go to the
Oh my
bowling alley.
God. Please don't go outside. Everyone. Oh my
I'm
God.
not.
People are gonna backtrack so hard when there's an outbreak in your area. They're gonna be like, "We were always taking it seriously." Blah blah blah. Like, I don't know.
It was the
They're gonna
Democrats.
somehow blame someone who's not the people who did it with so much warning not to do it.
Well, I know we opened up all these businesses, but you shouldn't have gone outside.
Yeah, like, what's that about?
Why did you do this?
How could you? Heather looks so annoyed.
That's not Feather, it's Fire.
Oh, fuck, Fire, whatever his name is. They
They
both
do
have
both
F
have F
names.
Like fire,
And they do
hellfire.
both have the same hairdo.
Yeah, Fire looks like Cub Fire, except with like a longer
Yeah.
neck. Like if you just look at his head and the head floof, it's just
that's
Cub
exactly
Fire.
what I'm doing. Because when they're adults, I like
Yeah.
add the ears. Like I add a bit of the mane to the face layer and like the ears and stuff. But he's not quite an adult yet, so I gave him a cub head on a mane body, and he looks like a cute little dork. One day he'll
Yeah,
grow
he's
into
a
his
dork.
face.
He's a teenager.
He's a teenage dirtbag. How does that song go? Teenage
What song?
dirtbag?
Don't know.
I don't think I'm familiar with that.
I thought that was like one of those universal
Who's it
songs.
by?
I don't know who it's by. It's just like a
Who's it by?
it's a song from the early 2000s. Everyone always sings at karaoke.
Alright. Oh,
That's not.
let's
no,
go. That one?
That's not
No.
that at all. I don't know.
I don't know. I sang that.
What's your opinion on Kovu from Lion King?
Weirdly attractive for a lion, right?
He's
Yeah.
voiced by Max Goof.
I've what was it? I had friends and I who were talking about like our like crushes in like our like childhood like movies and cartoons and TV shows and shit, and one of my friends is like, you know what? Actually, Kovu from The Lion King, and I'm like, yeah, that's fair.
Power move to admit that.
That's a yeah.
That's awfully brave.
Big balls. Big balls.
It's very brave of you to admit. Thank you, Rebecca.
Rebecca, you're very strong.
Very strong. That's my other wife.
Oh, wow. Okay. You're openly cheating.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Listen, you
that's fine.
around the
No,
same
it's
time,
fine.
you both claim me
Yeah.
as your wife. I
Yeah,
don't know
well,
what you want. You didn't coordinate this. It just happened.
Disloyal.
Tribble.
Saying.
You know I'm Polly. Come on.
I
I can't be tied down.
I'm a peacock. You gotta let me fly. Have you seen the movie The Other Guys? It's like the greatest movie.
No.
It's so dumb. Good.
Yeah.
Huh?
No.
Mm-mm.
No, I have
Alright,
not seen the other
well-
guys. It looked kind of like another Hangover movie, isn't it? It's like another in the
it's
same vein.
Except that I love it, and I think the Hangover movies aren't funny. So, better.
Yeah, I just that's why I didn't see it because it looked boring.
You might
and
find it
not
boring,
funny.
and then I'd regret recommending it to you. You know what's a great movie, though, that everyone should like, and if they don't like it, then they don't have a soul? It's...
Proceed.
Stranger Than Fiction is, like, one of the most perfect movies. You seen that?
Stranger
It's like
Fiction. I don't think I have.
And you're like, you think it's gonna be a stupid comedy, and then it just gets really deep, and then it just touches you in your soul. It's very good.
Is that the one where Adam Sandler's in it and he's like he's
No,
homeless or
Adam
something?
Sandler is not in it. Homeless Adam
No.
Sandler is not present. It's
No.
about this man who discovers.
But
Huh?
Adam Sandler, is he in it?
Are you a robot?
The robot?
You're roboting for me.
You're Neo.
Robot?
Robot?
Robot? Continue. Big arm.
A depressed fox, says this person.
Press Fox.
Yeah.
Forgot who Kovu is. He's the Romeo in The Lion King 2. So Romeo and
Yeah, I got
Juliet.
that.
Really? What?
Did you guys hear? I can't
No,
hear.
I
Am I
can't.
alone here?
It's roboting.
Is he good now?
Y'all.
Nay. I mean,
I'm tired, and now the tech is acting up, and I can't handle anything. Are you good if we end the stream?
I mean, you're
That's
the boss.
true, I am the boss. We're ending the
Well,
stream,
you're
and I
the
don't
boss.
care what any of you say. So,
Darn.
okay.
Love you guys, says that
Aw,
person.
I love that person too.
Aw.
Okay, I'm gonna turn off the stream and go to bed. So, thanks for hanging out.